You're among the thousands of people experiencing redundancy due to COVID-19. Our next guest has some tried and tested tips which will help you get back on your feet.
The coronavirus pandemic has seen millions around the world lose their jobs and livelihoods. Helen Baker from On Your Own 2 Feet joins us live right now to give us a hand, to give everyone a hand. Welcome to you. How are you?
Morning. How are you?
Yeah, really well.
Hey, Helen. Run us through some of these tips. You say you've got 5 major tips: adapting to your new reality, finding temporary income, avoid adding the pain, investing in yourself, and managing your health. Let's go through a couple of these firstly. Tell us about how we can adapt to our new reality. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, I don't know if we've got a trending hashtag called COVID adaptability, but that's kind of my new word that we have to sort of look at. But
well, that's good, Helen, because we need a different one besides pivot, don't we?
Oh, yeah. Do not say pivot, Helen. Do not say pivot.
We're done with that.
When you got redundant in the past, for some people, it was a good thing. It was like, okay, here's this massive amount of money that I wasn't expecting. I can go and get a job next week and away I go. So I think the problem we have now is, where am I going to get my income from? How long am I going to be out of work for? When is this health crisis going to finish? What does it mean from an economic perspective? So the first place I would look at is the big roof over your head. So I think as with COVID adaptability, you will see that many people have gone, okay, I had a big house, the big mortgage, and that's really not that important to me anymore. So one of the opportunities is to look at that home. Is it time ongoing commitment and buy something else? But the problem obviously is financing when you haven't got a job is, as well. But looking at those things around your home, generally your home is not income producing unless you're renting out a room or you've got a granny flat. So maybe it's about Airbnb. It may, for some people, actually mean moving back home with the parents.
Yeah, nice. Great advice. The internet's just a little choppy there, so we'll see how we go, but we'll push on nonetheless. Let's talk about temporary income, trying to find some temporary income, which is, it's important just as a starting point, I guess, in these tough times. Give us some examples of things we can do to boost our temporary income at the moment.
Yeah, so for a lot of people who were investing, then perhaps they were reinvesting their dividends as a way to keep multiplying the effect and growth in their investments. So maybe it's an opportunity to turn that off and receive the dividend income back to you.
Oh. Helen, you there?
Okay.
Are you losing me?
Yeah,
we are.
Oh, no.
But then you keep popping back.
Yeah,
so keep going.
Keep going. Yeah, I think you're okay.
So sorry.
Not
so the
at all.
other thing is maybe about selling some of those investments that you have done well with now that the market has come back a little bit. And obviously we don't want to sell those investments because they're for our long-term future. But again, we're trying to deal with this survival right now and this temporary issue with the intention that we go back and build back up down the track when we're back on our feet a little bit more. One of the other ones, which is very rare, is in income protection. There's only a couple out there, and some private health insurance policies that have a redundancy policy. Very small, very finite opportunity, but you should go and check because you never know what you don't know. Go and look at those. Also, Centrelink. I know people don't want to deal with Centrelink, but maybe you're entitled to family tax benefits, A or B or both, that you weren't getting before, even some rental assistance. And the job keepers, the job seekers, the job trainers, go in and look at what you can do around those. If you are going to take the $10,000 out of your super, where are you taking it from? We spoke last time about taking money out of growth investments. So have you managed that diversification around your super? So hopefully you're just taking it from cash or a very defensive investment so it doesn't damage your portfolio as much as what others could be. And then there's the side hustle. Whatever you can do, maybe instead of thinking about the big job, you think, okay, a day here, a day there, a few hours, that keeps the cash register ticking over.
Yeah, I mean, as well, Helen, I think a lot of people are at the crossroads, really thinking to themselves, oh my gosh, I've lost my job, I don't know what else to do, there's not a lot of jobs around.
Yep.
And people are going through that real mental struggle as well. I mean, what are some tips on how we can invest in ourselves to get through this time?
Yeah, I think actually this is a great opportunity to invest in yourself, not only if you want to transition and change careers, you can use the job trainers.
Oh,
She'll come back. Give
we
it.
lost her again.
Those opportunities
There we go.
to stretch money. If you give good advice, then it's a great opportunity to start looking at making decisions around your money better. Avoiding a mistake is really key. So whilst you can go over there and maybe earn $30,000 a year, you might avoid a $30,000 mistake that you weren't even aware of, or do things better that suit the money. So invest your time while you've got some. Get in front of an advisor. The details in my book really help you to understand how to avoid those mistakes. So please look at those.
Yeah, we often talk to people, businesses here, and we touch on the idea of health, mental, physical, just the entire range of health, particularly after someone has lost their job. I mean, in these times, we're fortunate to be here to work. You're obviously working, and that's great, but some people aren't. So what ideas and advice would you give to people in terms of managing their health at this time?
Yeah, and finance, I would argue, is one of the key aspects to mental health. So if people are feeling like they're financially stretched, that is going to impact their mental health again. So mental health is actually covered under your income protection in most cases. So again, it's an opportunity before, hopefully you have been made redundant, to go and check out whether or not you should be on claim. So go and do that, or if you got made redundant post this time and your claim actually goes back here, you can check those things out as well. And then it's about doing the smart things, connecting with other people, getting out and exercising, which is quite difficult if you're in Melbourne right now, I understand. But looking at volunteering as well and doing those things to give to others helps you feel better. So, and whilst this show is fantastic, watching some alarmist news is probably not good for your health. But get across what you need to get across and then stop inundating yourself with bad information that makes you feel worse.
That's good advice.
Absolutely. Helen, you're a wealth of knowledge this morning. Where can people find out more?
Yes, just jump on yourown2feet.com.au and hopefully there's an abundance of information to help you have a better day.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for your time. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. Sorry, the internet was a bit...
No, that was fine. That was fine.
It's COVID life. Everyone's on there.
Exactly. If it doesn't happen every single time we speak to someone, I don't know. It's just pure luck. So enjoy your day. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Helen.